Alrighty, so today we are going to be going over free-to-play characters and more specifically where we can obtain some of the best free-to-play characters within Dokkan Battle right now. So you guys can see we are going back to the tier list we talked about the other day where I ranked all of the free-to-play characters. You guys know this is a big list, right? You guys saw from this. There are a lot of characters and I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to do the video like right now. I said like let's get like 250 likes on that video and we didn't get it, which is fine because I don't want to do this video anyway, but it's like where to get literally all of these characters. You guys don't want to watch that. You think you do, but you don't. So what we're going to be doing today specifically is going over the A tier and above for where to get free-to-play characters, right? I think that this is pretty valuable because these are going to be the best free characters in the game, and I will specify when one of the characters is a World Tournament reward drop. So we are going to be going back and forth a decent amount here, just sort of going over where to get the characters, the events that you need to do, what you need to farm, and all of that fun stuff. So if this video does help you out and you end up getting a character that you were missing just from watching this guide, let me know in the comment section below and let's get into it. So the first set of characters, we can take out 5 birds with 1 stone here, and this is going to be the free-to-play Saiyan Saga team. Now you might be asking, how do I get this team? This is the best beginner team in the game. It's going to be the most helpful for you, and what we are going to do is the greatest warrior missions. So where this kid Gohan is at, if you are a newer player, this is going to be a version Z Goku right here, and it's going to say like greatest warrior. You go into here and it's going to look something like this. You're going to go through all of this and clear it out, and by the time that you are done with that beginner campaign sort of setup, you are going to be able to get all of those characters as well as the LR version Z Goku. So you want to make sure that you do end up doing that, and it's going to be extremely simple. It's an extremely streamlined process that's a super easy for you to farm those characters up. So when you are done, you are going to have 5 free-to-play Saiyan Saga characters, and then a 6th one being the LR version Z Goku. So those are the first ones we need to look at. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is going to be the Tech Bio Broly. Okay, so Tech Bio Broly is an extremely simple one. We go to the Dragon Ball Story tab for this one. We go up to Dragon Ball Story, we go over to the movies, and then we find the Bio Broly movie itself. Super Warrior Slam Victory Will Be Mine. This is the event you want to go to, and then in order to farm up the character themselves, you are going to do stage 3, and then we need to go over to stage 5 in order to get the medals. So I believe that we have more to farm up than just those. What you'd want to go to do is go over to this Bio Broly here, go to the Dokkan Awaken, and grab all of these. So these are all going to be from the same event. Farm up all of these medals from that event, and then you can Dokkan Awaken the character himself. And then when it comes to Extreme Z awakening him, you have to do an Extreme Z area. So you guys can see on my global, I have not done this, but if we go over here, we can go to stage 15 in specific. This is what you're going to need for stage 15. You need that Bio Broly, and then you are going to need characters of this variety in order to attempt that stage. So make sure that you are getting these characters right here. A lot of summonable options here, like this Hercule right here, this who else is summonable? This Goten, this Trunks, this 18, this free-to-play Trunks, Prime Battle Broly. We'll be talking about him in a little bit. These are the characters you're going to need in order to easy A him. But in order to obtain them, you just do the Victory Will Be Mine event that we talked about a moment ago, and that is how you are going to get free-to-play Bio Broly. Okay, so next up, we need to talk about LR, Goku, Bulma, and Krillin, and that is going to be done over here in the Dragon Ball Story event, Grand Adventure of the Dragon Balls. We are going to farm up this Tech Goku right here from stage 1. Then what we want to do is go up to the Strike Red Ribbon Army Part 2, and then we are going to press this button right here and then get the medals. You guys can see we have the Bulma medals right here, the Krillin medals, and then the Goku medals. So you want to make sure that you are farming all of these up. It's going to be a pretty simple process to Dokkan Awaken this character. So just do all of this fun stuff, farm up these Dragon Ball Story events. Now, when it comes to the stage here, I kind of forgot to do this in the first part here, but you want to look at the effect. The boost category is going to be Dragon Ball Saga for this one in order to farm up Goku. And then if we go over to the second portion of this, which is going to be the medals, we just go to a random event. We go over here, we press the effect, and this is going to be Dragon Ball Seekers. So the free-to-play Ginyu Force team going to be very helpful for this. Maybe you pulled the new kid Goku. He's also going to be on there. So LR, Goku, Bulma, and Krillin, that is how you're going to do it, this Dragon Ball Story event. Let's move on to the next character, which is going to be Pajama Beerus. Now, Pajama Beerus is going to be done via another story event, and this is part of the 9th anniversary. So let me find that event real quick, and we'll be right back. Okay, so as of right now, if you wanted to do this, you would have to go into the Portal of Memories, but this is going to be the event Super Warrior Memorial Goku and the God of Destruction. You're going to go in here, we can press the info button, and you're going to have stage 1 to 7. You guys can see I need to get the EX orbs for this character exposed on the global, right? But stage 1 is going to get you the character, stage 3 is going to get you the TUR medals, and then what was it, stage 5 is going to get you the LR medals? Yes, stage 5. So the boost category for this one, very simple process. Again, go over to the effect, we need Realm of Gods, and then once we have that, we are going to do this over here. Then we are going to go to the growth tab and go over here to the Extreme Z area, go to event, grab this right here. We have not done this one specifically, so I have not finished this up yet. Your boy's got a lot going on with Dokkan, okay? I got to manage 2 accounts. But if we go to God of Destruction's Holiday, that is going to be stage 5. So if we go to the info button, the character we are going to need is this Beerus, and then you would just use characters that are going to fit in here. So if we press team formation, we go out of here, we unfilter that. You can see that we just need to run like Tournament of Power themed characters, and you should be good to go. And then you need to make sure that you are running Beerus. So just farm it up like this, you should be good to go. Get the easy A done when you can, but that is the area you need to do to farm this one up. Let's move on to Trunks and Broly, which is going to be a relatively simple one, right? Mainly what you're going to need to Dokkan Awaken this character in specific is going to be the Incredible Gems, right? We go over here, we can buy all sorts of fun stuff for the Awakening medals for this Trunks. I forget if you can get the characters in here. No, he does not appear to be in the shop. So what you want to do is go over here to the quest mode, and this is where we are going to farm up the stage right here. We go to chapter 5, and then you just got to go through these areas, and then eventually the one that pops up with the Trunks dropping is going to be right here. So you can see right here from area 31 stage, what was that, area 32? Area 32 stage 3, you're going to be able to farm up this Trunks right here, and then he is going to have a drop rate right there. And then we just want to make sure that we are not missing any. So area 32 stage 3 is how you're going to farm up this Trunks, and then you are going to use Incredible Gems to purchase the medals that you're going to need to Dokkan Awaken him and all of that fun stuff. So very simple. Let's move on. The next character that we are going to be talking about in this specific video is going to be Majin Buu and Babidi, and this one is super easy. We go over to the Awakening tab in the event section, and we do this Prime battle. So very simple stuff. This is everything that you were going to need to awaken this character and all of that fun stuff. I don't believe I have a copy of this guy right now, but in order to easy A him, it's not going to be too bad. Let me just pull that up real quick over here. This is a quick way to do this if you guys don't know. We go over to the Prime Battle Buu and Babidi, and then for the easy A, we have to do an Extreme Z area. We go over to the event right here. This is going to be in the Portal of Memories right now. We have to actually fulfill the condition to get it, which is going to be clear all the stages of the Prime battle. But once you do that, you will be good to go. This is just how to obtain them. But in terms of where do you have the easy A, just go through that process and then it will show you what you need to do. Let's move on to the last 2 characters for this section, and that is going to be the free-to-play Gotenks as well as the free-to-play High School Gohan. So for free-to-play Gotenks and free-to-play High School Gohan, the only way that you'd be able to obtain them right now, if you did not pull them, is going to be in this section right here. And you can see right here, High School Gohan is available with World Tournament signatures. And I believe Gotenks may not be. Gotenks is, just triple checking here. Gotenks is currently not available with signatures. So if you want to pick up High School Gohan, you can easily do so. But if you did play the most recent World Tournament, you do have a copy of that Gotenks. So that is going to be nice. This is where you'd want to get him. You Dokkan Awaken him with medals from the World Tournament, and then you can easy A him with medals that you can buy in here as well. So that is what you're going to want to do if you want to get this right here. World tournaments for the High School Gohan, for the Easy A, and all of that fun stuff. Let's move on to the S tier. And there's going to be a lot of stuff in here that's fun. And with the S tier, we need to start with, let's just get ones out of the way that are just unobtainable, like in the regular methods, right? By conventional means. So I'll kind of group them together. These 3 characters right here are not going to be obtainable like by farming, right? This is a world tournament drop. You need to pull him, whether he be in like rewards of a world tournament or you just pull him from tickets. It's going to be the same thing for this Grandpa Gohan. This is currently the local reward. So if you play the next world tournament when it is live, you will be able to obtain this character. And then Mr. Buu is going to be in the exchange. We looked at that a moment ago. I'll pull him back up very quickly. But if we go over here, you will see him, the tech Mr. Buu right here. You can pull up to pick up a copy of him real quick, and that is going to be very easy. So that is how you get these characters. They're all just played via the World Tournament. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be more of a conventional method, and that is going to be our boy Physical Hit. Now, you've heard me talk about Physical Hit a lot. I'm actually a really big fan of this character, and where we're going to be getting him is going to be the Universe 6 story event. So this one I don't believe is part of the Dragon Ball Super stories just yet. Yeah, because there isn't even a section for that. So what we'd want to do for this specific video, you guys can't see it right now, but I'm rapidly moving through the menus, right? It's in one of these sections here. Let me go ahead and pull it up and we'll be right back. Okay, so the section I was mentioning was the Assemble Warriors of Universe 6 event. So if we press the information button right here, you guys can see stage 1 is going to give us the medals and the character for Hit. Very simple process. We just Dokkan Awaken him and he is good to go. So go over here, play stage 1 of this event, and then the boost category is going to be Universe 6. So hopefully you have a few Universe 6 characters lying around, and that is how that one is going to work. So very simple stuff. Let's move on. The next character we need to take a look at is Prime Battle Goku. This one is very simple. It is just you do the Goku Prime Battle. Now, I will say that I have a separate guide. This is in the guides playlist over on the channel on how to do this. It's almost too much to explain in this video, but you need 6 very specific characters to get this done. And then when you easy A him, he's going to be pretty impressive. And then once you're done easy A-ing him, you actually have to super easy A him. So I would say this is probably the most difficult character to obtain in this video to its fullest capacity. But in terms of like Dokkan Awakening him, I don't know why I can't talk, but Dokkan Awakening this Goku to an LR isn't too bad. It's just the easy A and the super easy A is a bit of a process. So I will have a separate video on that. Just check out the guides playlist on the channel and you will see it in there. So that is how you farm this character up. The next character we have to talk about is version Z Goku. We talked about him a little bit recently. It's just in the Greatest Warrior missions, you're going to get everything you need for him. Now, the last one we have to talk about in the S tier is going to be Bio Broly. Now, Bio Broly is going to be the same thing as this Buu, the same thing as the Goku we talked about. He is just a prime battle. Go through here, do all these stages, get the characters you need, and it's good to go. Not going to be too bad whatsoever. This process is actually pretty simple because the easy A stuff is not via an area. It's just in the stage, so you just continue to go that way. So that is going to wrap it up for the S tier. Let's move on to the Z tier, which you guys have heard me talk about already in the free-to-play tier list, but I have 2 overall Z tier characters. Now, when it comes to Demon King Piccolo, I have to look and see if that is still obtainable, because he did just have an event up for the whole anniversary. And if we go over here, yeah, this event is not available right now. But one thing that you guys should know, so if I go, let me just like triple check that, right? So if I press this right here, yeah, so let's go. You guys can see my phone here. This event is just not available right now, right? But I would imagine that a vast majority of you watching this video have this character. And I'm saying that because of the fact that he was essential in the Purunga Wish, right? You had to get him done. And if you guys don't know, the 10th anniversary offered a Purunga Wish, which let you pick basically any LR from 2024 and the 10th anniversary for free. So you're able to pick one of them. And you did have to farm up this Demon King Piccolo in order to get that wish. So if you don't have this character, you're going to have to wait for this event to return. But hopefully you guys did pick up the game during the anniversary and got this one done. Let's move on to the last character, and that is going to be the new LR Bardock. So what we need to go do is go to Super AGL over here, and you guys can see this one is very simple. He can be farmed up via the quest mode in order to get the characters themselves, and then we're going to need incredible gems for the actual farming process. So I believe this one's just kind of like, you just kind of look around and eventually he's going to pop up. It's like, it's been a minute since I think he's in Area 35. Yeah, Area 35 Stage 8 is the stage that you're going to farm to get the copies of this character. Then what we would need to do is start working on incredible gems in order to sort of get this character where he needs to be, right? When we look at these medals right here, they can be obtained via the Baba shop. Now, when it comes to green incredible gems, I like to do 32-2 or Area 30 Stage 8. And that is going to give you everything you need in order to Dokkan Awaken this character and get him to an LR. So there you guys go. All of the best free-to-play units in the game right now and how you can obtain them. So Let me know down below if you guys are having any trouble with any of these characters and all of that fun stuff in the comment section below. I hope you did enjoy today's video and found something useful out of it. Maybe you didn't know how to get one of these characters and now you do. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you were new. That way you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you all in the next one.